got a girl that doesn't look a thing like me. The girl your mother always said it would be. So you could say that I'm hopeless.
But that ain't the girl I want to be. The girl that keeps me up and I see in my dreams. So you could say that I love her. So I don't care what they say, it's our life. We can dance if we want, make it feel alright. Temperature's rising, I feel the fire. Tonight it's just me and you.
Tell me, baby, will you be here when I wake up? Even with no makeup, I don't wanna fake it.
And you don't gotta doubt a second if I miss you. Every time I'm with you,
I feel naked. Hey, I feel naked. I want it, so let me get it. Just take it, got it. Don't you come with it, with it.
This is your pregame preview.
if I told you, girl, come on, run away with me. Now would you throw it all away from me?
And welcome to the Coliseum on this beautiful Saturday. I kind of wish basketball was an outside sport right now because of how beautiful it is outside today. Trying to get our stuff together here. All right, we're here for West Georgia versus Christian Brothers. Statistically, on paper, this should be a breeze of a game for West Georgia. They lead all major stats: points per game, points allowed per game, field goal percentage, three-point shooting, three-point percentage, free throw percentage. The only thing we're tied in is rebound margin, 3.2. But overall, West Georgia should run away with this game. Christian Brothers only has 4 wins on the season. They're dead last in the GSC. So hopefully we can rebound from Thursday's loss to Union, which got ugly at times. So what do you think, Dylan?
I think it should be a pretty breeze of a game. What I'm saying right now, Christian Brothers is not that big of a team, and so we definitely have the size advantage. I think Taylor Beverly will be a key part of today. She's the leading scorer for the West Georgia Wolves, averaging 17 points a game. So I think she should be able to have a field day today and get just about any shot that she wants. So I think it's important for her to come out aggressive today in the game.
Exactly, and just in case we forgot to tell you who we are, I'm Justin Ransom, sports director here at the Wolf Sports. Sitting next to Dylan Matthews here with me. He'll be, and also Jamal Legree will be switching in and out with us as well. So, like I said, Georgia, as of the 4th, we have an update because we lost the game as well. But the women's sit at 8-8 in the GSC, 13-9 overall on the season. That puts them without the updated standings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just at fifth place right now in the GSC. So by any means, we're middle of the field. You know, what it's really going to come down to is where we place in the GSC tournament. That's going to be the issue. And I think we can do good. I mean, we started off strong. Like I said, we're 13-8. That's not a bad record.
Right.
Not as good as we could have been. But when you got a game like this is a game to build confidence. You're playing a 4-11 in the conference, GSC conference record with Christian Brothers, 6-15 overall. This should be a confidence booster, a momentum builder to go into the harder games that are coming along.
Right. I also think this is a game that the West Georgia Wolves work on execution. So, like I said, they should be able to do pretty much anything they want to this team with them being, not the best team here in the Gulf South Conference. So they really need to work on execution, running their plays right. So when they do face some better competition, they'll be ready and they'll be razor sharp with their execution. And they'll be able to get better shots on offense, better quality defense, and so they'll be ready for the tournament.
Very true. So, like I said, you were talking about Taylor Beverly. I think she's going to be good. The last game I covered, I was really, really excited to see Marion shoot some threes. Didn't have many opportunities to shoot them. I'm hoping that she's going to come along and actually start hitting the three-pointers today. I really think that's going to be a key. And like I said, we lead all major categories. The Christian Brothers right now, they're averaging 52.4 points a game, and they're allowing 61.2. At least we have a 4-point margin when it comes to points per game, points allowed. And the threes, like I said, I mean, we're pretty even in most of the stats, but we do have the slight edge over most of them. So the women's game it's going to be fun to watch. You know, they have Brenna Rigel, she's averaging 16.1, and the Courtney Banks is 8.5, and Rachel Lee 8.3. So they're right there with us when it comes to their top scorers. We have Beverly at 17.6, Sandra Lee at 13.8, and Marion at 9.2. Then you also got rebounds. Taylor Beverly's getting 10.1, so she's all over the place.
Right.
But she's all over the place. She's an all-around just solid player. And like I said, I think it's going to be an interesting game to watch. I'm excited for it. We got 2 minutes and 15 seconds till tip-off. Or actually, that'll be till the introduction to the lineups. And we'll pass you over to Mitch Gray for his pregame analysis of what he thinks is going to go down when the national anthem gets ready to play. So I'm Justin Ransom, this is Dylan Matthews, and we'll be sticking around for the most of the game, giving you your timeout updates, your halftime report, and giving you a little post-game and pregame of the women's to the men's game. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, very excited.
Like I said, it's beautiful outside, but like I said, it's gonna be fun to be in here calling these games. We're in the heart of the season. This is when it all starts coming down, you know, especially for the men. We'll give you a little preview. The men are right now, they're sitting, well, Union beat us Thursday night, so that makes us 11-5. And depending on what Shorter and Huntsville, Alabama, actually no, really just Shorter, what Shorter does, we're still in the lead in the GSC conference. And that's pretty awesome for us to be this late in the season still sitting number one. Because I know last season we started the season, I think it was like 11-1 to start the season, and then just fell off. So the fact that we're still standing strong, you know, 11-4 in the conference, 16-4 overall. Well, 16-5 counting Thursday. Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting for sports at West Georgia right now. Football team goes to the division semifinal game. Basketball has a chance to win their conference if they can play strong the rest of the season. And if not, they might be able to go deep in the tournament. So, you know, baseball is getting started too. They're undefeated right now, aren't they? I'm pretty sure.
Yep, 5-0 win yesterday against
and they play today.
Montevallo.
They just started playing about an hour ago, just across the street at Cole Field, and they play tomorrow as well. We'll be covering that game. So we're going to go ahead and give you a song real quick while they play the national anthem, and also make sure while we're in this little transition break that you follow our social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Wolf Sports. Use the hashtags GoWolves, GoWolvesWBB, and just Wolves WBB and Wolves MBB for the men's and women's games, respectively. So we're going to give you a quick song right now while they do the national anthem and the lineups, and we'll pass to Mitch Gray when he's ready. So stick around, guys. The Wolves play here.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolves.
For basically 39 minutes and 50 some odd seconds, and it was an opportunity missed that night Their top player, a really good basketball player named Brianna Rigel, got a couple of really tough early fouls on her and ended up missing a lot of time in the first half, and we didn't pull it out and put it away. And the offense went stagnant. CBU made some good plays in the second half and won it very late in the ball game. A couple of free throws, good call. And it was a legit foul, but it ended up costing us where they knocked a couple of free throws into the wire, and they won the basketball game. Christian Brothers against West Georgia coming up here this afternoon. The Sarah Condra's team being introduced to the crowd. They're starting Courtney Banks, 5'3" freshman out of Memphis. Michaela Bissett, 5'9" freshman out of Sikeston, Missouri. In the starting lineup, Brianna Rigel, a 5'8" senior out of Memphis, Tennessee. They also start Taylor Pugh, had a good game against us in Memphis. A 6-footer, a senior out of Memphis, and the other starter is Rachel Lee, a 5'7" freshman out of Jackson, Tennessee. Wolves starters, as they've been the last few ball games, on the inside will start Dee Hill, the junior from Carrollton, a 5'11" post player. She started since the injury to Chandra Lee. Now, Chandra's going to play some today. We figure 10-12 minutes in the ball game today for Scott Groninger's team. Dee Hill, though, will start on the inside for us. He'll be joined by Taylor Beverly, the conference's leading rebounder and among the top scorers in the league. Taylor will start on the inside. She's out of Brandon, Mississippi, and a senior. On the wing, we'll go with Marion Lemagny. Marion is a 5'8" senior from Lyon, France. Also on the wing today, we'll go with Nicole Fasik. She's 5'5" and a senior out of Douglasville. And running the point at the beginning will be Katrina Littlepage, a 5'6" junior out of Slidell, Louisiana. That is the way Scott Groninger and the Wolves line up in this one. Coming up here this afternoon, CBU coming into the ball game. They're 5-11 in the league, 7-15 overall. The Wolves are 13-9 overall. We're 8-8 in conference play, and that's how we get it started here this afternoon. A couple of Division I basketball scores to pass along. Georgia edged out Tennessee. Bulldogs win a big one in Athens today, 56-53. Georgia Tech, this has gotten closer late, but it was never a game. Tech 73, Wake 58. In the final 17 seconds over in Atlanta this afternoon. Big win for the Jackets. And that one coming up. Across the street, baseball's in the bottom of the fourth. West Georgia 4-0 on the young season, tied with Montevallo 1-1. As we bat with Peyton Mann, our catcher, in the bottom of the fourth inning of the game right across the street. Scott Groninger against Sarah Condra. Of course, Sarah was on Scott's staff when he was the coach at CBU. You will never find anyone anywhere with more respect for a former school, former employer that Scott Groninger has for University. Great school, great people at that school, and thanks to, and I'll give Scott a lot of credit for pointing all that out, and that's true. Folks at Christian Brothers, among the best folks you're going to find anywhere. Always great hospitality, and we'll watch this jump Pugh against Beverly in the Wolves control, and we'll walk it into the offensive end. Going right to left of the first half, Littlepage. Out to the right wing, it's Fasik with the ball. Nicole, up top, Beverly, swing it left. Holding out on the wing, Littlepage. It'll be batted out of bounds. Pass to the post. Bissett got a piece of it. And West Georgia will trigger offensive end under the basket. 18 to shoot. Littlepage, the junior out of Louisiana, will look and bring it in the corner. Lemagny will fire a rainbow three and nailed it. Marion for a trice, rather, and West Georgia leading 3-0 right off the inbound. Give Fasik the assist, and West Georgia's out and rolling. Christian Brothers going to beat us back, beat our press, get a layup for Bissett, good. Michaela Bissett, the Missouri freshman, puts Christian Brothers on the board. Down the left side with it, Marion Lemagny. Christian Brothers opening in a zone. We're going to have to try to, if we can, shoot them out of this thing. Fasik with it out on the left. Now gets a screen from Beverly across the top, kicks to the corner, and we get an illegal pick, I think. Nope, 3 seconds.
3-second violation.
3-second violation called on UWG, and that'll be CBU to bring it the other way. Score tied 2-2 right out of the gate here this afternoon. Courtney Banks leads the conference in minutes played this year. She's even played more than Phillimley has at Union. That means she's the iron woman of the league. Outside to the right with it is Lee. Now they swing it around top Bissett. Banks with it on the left. Cross court. Lee's open for a three on the wing. Didn't get it. Backside rebound. We knock it away from Rigel out of bounds. It'll stay with Christian Brothers with a fresh 30 on the clock. Jeff Matthews out of Villa Rica, Georgia, hands the ball away to the Christian Brothers player Bissett, and she will trigger it in. When Beverly steals the inbound pass, Taylor Beverly, among the top ball stealers in the conference for a big player. That's impressive. Here's Facek, going to drive down, draw the double team to the baseline, hits D. Hill for the jumper, no good. Rebound is going to be battled for underneath, and Kristen Jones, our referee today, will call a foul. It'll be on Christian Brothers, and I believe on Rachel Lee.
Christian Brothers foul call against Rachel Lee.
That's Lee's first. And the first team foul of the ball game. The Wolves will trigger. Lob it, short wing. Beverly through the lane, took an extra step and got her shot blocked. Impressive play by Pugh for CBU. Bucks with a rebound, and they push the other way. Rigel out on the left side with a basketball. Couple of dribbles, drop it down, short post. Pugh will run a double team at her. She'll reverse, then fall away over Hill. Too strong on the jumper. Rebound by Beverly, and West Georgia back the other way. Swing it down left side. Nicole Facek with a basketball. Nicole out to the top. Taylor Beverly with it. Taylor on the head of the key. Couple of ounces behind her is Little Page. Katrina moves the ball out left. Facek will drive it. Facek's all the way to the rack, and it got blocked away. Rigel. Rebound by Christian Brothers Bissett, and CBU's back the other way. Wolves with a 3-2 edge very early in the ball game. We hit a three, they hit a layup. Banks with it right side for Christian Brothers. Banks gets side of the lane. Up top, Lee. Swing it right. Banks walked. Our officials, by the way, Jeff Matthews out of Villa Rica, Georgia, Kristen Jones, who called that travel from Birmingham, Alabama, and Ron Swafford out of Cleveland, Mississippi. Ron now the silver-haired Ron Swafford. He's called in this league a while. Used to be the dark-haired Ron Swafford. Thank you, Coach Groniger, for pointing that out to me before the game. It's 3-2. Outside left, Angie Davis now in the game for West Georgia. Senior from Mayretta. Drops the ball behind her. Katrina Littlepage puts it on the floor and got hand checked by Banks before she got to the rack. Foul on Courtney Banks is her first, team second.
Hey, one. That is her first. That's the second team foul.
Lemagny will trigger from the sideline. Inbound pass, got it away to the top. Good screen, a drive down the right side. Littlepage up and got fouled, missed the shot and shoots two. Foul is going to be whistled on Bissett, her first, team third. CBU's picked up 3 fouls in the first 2.5 minutes of this ball game. Baseball still 1-1 across the street, top of the 5th inning. West Georgia and Montevallo, Skip Fights kids try to win their 5th in a row. Free throw by Littlepage is good, and the Wolves take a 4-2 lead. Katrina will try it again. She's been better at the line the last 5-6 ball games. Hits 2 in a row. And the Wolves are out to a 3-point advantage. We show that 2-2-1. Will it be the passive or try to get a steal out of this? CBU handles it down in the middle. Good plan by them. Hit Pugh in the middle and takes it offensive end. Top side with it, Banks, the little guard. She's going to be a really good player in this league. Banks with it out left. Bissett, side of the lane. Pugh. Now up top, it's Lee to the baseline. Rigel toward the lane. Pull-up jumper too strong. Facek the rebound, and she is plowed into. Hard foul, not a dirty play, just hard foul by Pugh, her first, team fourth. Wolves with a 5-2 advantage, and the numbers aren't working on the scoreboard today. We'll work on that later when the... Now Lemagny got into the lane, kick it out. Davis faked the three. Angie drives to the foul line, gives back to Marion out high, right at the key. 3-ball Marion off the iron. Good block out by Pugh, and we knocked the rebound out of bounds. D. Hill tried to fight over her shoulder, got a piece of it, but knocked it away. And Christian Brothers will inbound it. 5-2 advantage, West Georgia with the lead. Offensive end comes CBU. Throw it out middle of the floor, Taylor Pugh. Now on the outside, they run a little weave with Lee. Up top, Pugh with it in the circle. One bounce, takes it out right wing, Brianna Rigel. Wanted to go inside, being guarded by Facek. Now to the right, Lee, a ball fake, and Kristen Jones will call that traveling now twice on CBU. That's one of the men's game in 2 hours, that ain't walking. Women's game right now, that's walking. At least it has been so far. It's 5-2. Littlepage with it, offensive end for UWG. Katrina moves it out high, holding Facek head of the key. Nicole with the basketball. We get Chandra Lee to the bench, and Nicole's going to drive down the lane and had it. She either fumbled it or fumbled it out of bounds, and Christian Brothers will get it. That is our second turnover. CBU's turned it over 3 times. Aisha Harris, the Memphis freshman, will check into the ball game. She was at White Station at Memphis, did not know some of the CBU kids, but she said their connection, they're a little older than her, I think is the way she put it the other night. We had her on at halftime of the men's game here Thursday night. Aisha's been playing better and better and better for us. CBU with Lee out on the left side, out at the top, Bissett. Now they cross to Lee, left corner, can't pull the trigger. Low, they get it inside Pugh to the rack, missed the shot. Bodies fly on the rebound, and Chandra Lee saved it into Davis. And the Wolves try to push with a late break. Littlepage runs it down right side to Harris. Harris on the right, a high to Davis, a bomb for 3. Was short. CBU's Rigel the rebound, and she leads a break. They have numbers. Kick it right. Lee open to the corner. 3-ball. Lee off the iron. No. Off the backside. CBU rebounds and scores with Bissett. Second basket of the ball game for Michaela Bissett, the Missouri freshman, and CBU's back to within 1. And we're at 15-10. Timeout on the next dead ball. Aisha Harris, the freshman, way out on the right, will drive it from the wing, goes all the way to the basket and scores. Aisha Harris, the Memphis freshman, puts UWG on top 7-4. Courtney Banks with it, offensive end for Christian Brothers. Banks outside right with the basketball. Down to the corner. Lee, now Banks again. They swing it left. Rigel out on the left wing. Rigel will drive it with the left hand and got fouled twice. Let's see which one they call. Either way, it's on us. It's going to be a foul on Harris, and we get the under 16 timeout. Aisha's first, team first, timeout on the court. West Georgia 7, Christian Brothers 4. You're listening to the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
All right, West Georgia. It's Justin Ransom and Dylan Matthews here giving you your first timeout update. West Georgia up quick, 7-4 here in the first half of the basketball game. And once again, like I said, Marion's going to shoot some threes. First points on the board, Marion hitting the three-pointer. So, and Beverly is all over the place, rebounding left and right. Defensive, West Georgia looks good. What are you seeing over there, Dylan?
Well, yeah, you definitely called that 3 on that one, but I feel like West Georgia just doesn't need to play down to Christian Brothers' level. And I saw it on the last play here before the media timeout on West Georgia's offense. Aisha Harris driving to the basket. We're going to need more of that inside game so we can kick it out and get the three-pointers going.
Exactly. So we're going to get you back to the game. Cheerleaders on the court at the moment, so we're going to get back over to Mitch. Stick around. The Wolves play here.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew. This is your timeout update.
CBU will inbound offensive baseline across the street. Still 1-1 fifth inning. Skip Fights made a pitching change for the Wolves. Big lefty Colton Duttweiler is in the ball game. CBU's Banks going to drive from the right corner. Missed her shot, got her own rebound, missed another one. Next rebound out of bounds. Jeff Matthews points to West Georgia. And the Wolves get the basketball back. 1-1 in baseball. Top of the fifth. Montevallo's got 2 on and 1 out as Duttweiler is now pitching for West Georgia. Across the way. Outside on the left, Nicole Fasek with a basketball. Nicole up top, Chandra Lee. Down to the right, Littlepage. Takes it down toward the corner to Angie Davis. Angie with the left hand. Angie to the lane. Scoop shot good. Angie Davis. The big senior out of Marietta puts the Wolves up 5. Lee for Christian Brothers. They've thrown long, and the press hadn't bothered them yet. Banks with it outside. Rigel with the basketball. They move it out left. Bissett holds on the wing. Now up top, Banks with it. Banks goes with a high post pass to Pugh. Pugh hands Brianna Rigel. She'll go down left side of the lane. Float it, good. She's a good player. She had a heck of a second half against us in Memphis. Foul trouble in the first half. She didn't play much with the game up there back in December. Second half, she kind of took it over. 9-6, Wolves by 3. Littlepage with it outside right. There's Katrina moving away to the top. Nicole Fasek. Now Aisha Harris. That is a very nice kid. She was great on that halftime interview here Thursday night. Taylor Beverly walks to the table. Will come back in. Harris will make a runner down, try a runner down the lane. Back rim, no. Rebound Lee, CBU. Christian Brothers, they're wearing black today. I know black was a school color there, but the ball outside on the left. I need to go look that up, obviously. Now out on the top with it, Bissett to the left wing, Lee. Lee, bounce pass toward the post, a little too ambitious for Q. Out of bounds. It'll go to West Georgia. Wolves will bring in the sophomore, Brianna Singleton, along with Taylor Beverly. And Christian Brothers to their bench. Aaron Wilson, a sophomore out of Memphis, will check in for Sarah Condra's team. Coach Condra, one of the nice people you run into in this conference. Ball outside on top, Harris through the circle, kicks out right. There is Fasik. Nicole into the circle, back to Aisha. Head fake, drive, floats, no, rebound, Angie Davis. Angie will track it toward the corner, now move it back up top, Fasik. Nicole with the basketball, bounce it right away to Harris. Harris throws it down baseline, Beverly. They double Taylor and knock the ball away, and it's out of bounds to West Georgia, according to Ron Swafford.
West Georgia basketball.
And we're going to get Marion Lemonnier. Does she get there in time? Yep, she does. Marion in the ball game, and Aisha Harris will sit down for Scott Groninger. Wolves 9, Bucks 6 early. Will trigger right base, right sideline. Now outside on the wing with the basketball is Singleton. Brianna left hand, tokes it toward the lane of the corner. Fasik open, fires a three, no. Deflected rebound, out of bounds off Christian Brothers, and West Georgia will keep it.
Out of bounds. West Georgia basketball.
Wolves now only 3 of 12 shooting early in this one. Christian Brothers 3 out of 8. 9-6 score, left side Singleton with it. Brianna out near the logo in the center of the court between the circles. We go down to the post. Davis, spin move, fouled by Brianna Rigel, her first, team 5th. Davis will get 2 free throws. Angie Davis to shoot a pair for Scott Groninger's ball club now. Senior from Marietta, Georgia. Angie's first up and good. Shooter's touch. Angie hit those 2 monster free throws down the stretch to help us beat UNA last Saturday. Missed the second one. 10-6, Wolves by 4. Christian Brothers moves it down. There's Pugh out between the circles. Gives to Bissett. Now Wilson. Wilson, bounce pass up high. Taylor Pugh to the right wing, Wilson. Wilson, one dribble, got side of the lane, tries to go baseline, kick it back. We get a deflected pass. Saved by Bissett of Christian Brothers. Now out at the top, Rigel with 7 on the shot clock. Rigel tries to take Fasik off the dribble, pull up wing jumper in and out. Good block out, rebounded West Georgia. Wolves push. We throw long to Fasik. Can she control it? Good. Heck of a play by Nicole. You ought to see the poster her parents brought in here before the ball game. And Sarah Condra asks for and gets a timeout. And this may be one of those, because it's first half, may stretch to media. It does stretch to media at media time. Wolves 12, Bucks 6. Timeout, West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew. This is your timeout update.
All right. Well, that was interesting last play right there. Before I go into the timeout, Fasik with a nice layup. Didn't think she was going to maintain control of that one, but she ended up, getting it to fall. West Georgia leads 12-6 right now. Not shooting the ball particularly well. Somehow we still have the lead. I guess that's going to say, like I was telling you, statistically we're better, but we're only shooting 33% right now, 4 for 12 from the field. Not looking good that way, but like I said, 12-6 right now. We got a 6-point lead. What do you think it needs to happen on the defensive side for West Georgia to keep it where the score is going to be low?
Defensive side, I think they just need to definitely crash the boards and run out to the shooters. Watching the Christian Brothers shooting warm-up, I saw they have some pretty good shooters, so as long as we don't leave them wide open, I think we'll be okay. Crash the boards, and so our defense can lead to offense.
And Beverly already has 3 rebounds, so that's one thing we've already talked about. So we're going to pass it back over to Mitch Gray for more play-by-play, so stick around. The Wolves play here.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew. This is your timeout update.
CBU with one edge in rebounding. Neither team shooting much. We're at 33%. Christian Brothers at 30. And the Buccaneers handle our pressure. Well, they do now as Rigel heads offensive end with it. She gets it out to the top to Courtney Banks. Banks with a basketball in the middle, changes hands with a dribble. Banks with it outside on the right. Brianna Rigel with it now. Gets a little head fake, will drive toward the lane, put it up, got contact, foul by Lemagny. And Rigel will shoot free throws for Christian Brothers. Foul on Marion is her first, team second. And if I had not hid my Christian Brothers stats, I could tell you how good Rigel is at the line, which I now have uncovered him, and she missed the first. Okay. Rigel pretty good at the line, 78% on the season. She will get another. It's 12-6. Rachel Lee back in the lineup for Sarah Condra's team. Free throw is good this time. Rigel 1 out of 2. At the charity stripe, and it's 12-7. West Georgia by 5 against the CBU zone. Facing Beverly up top, now right side. Singleton to the head of the key. Facing feeds it down to Beverly in the lane. She'll move, she'll wheel, she'll jump, she'll miss. Rebounded Brianna Rigel. Christian Brothers wants to push. Banks down the right side to Wilson, now toward the corner. Banks with it now on the wing. Courtney Banks goes toward the corner, changes directions, gets side of the lane to Lee up high. Now Lee wheels it to the right. Bounce pass down low to Pugh. Pugh holding right side of the lane. Up top, a head fake out of Wilson. A drive to the corner. Banks with it. 6 to shoot. She'll float side of the lane. Miss, got her own rebound and scored. Courtney Banks, first bucket of the ball game for the Memphis freshman. It's 12-9 West Georgia. Singleton for the Wolves. Right side, Lemagny with it. Marion moves it high post away to D. Hill, who's back out there to the left wing. It's Singleton up high. Lemagny feeds to Fasik on the right side. Nicole down to the corner. Lemagny, a rainbow three, good. That's her second one like that in the afternoon. Mary Lemagny fires one in. The Wolves lead by 6 again, 15-9. Our second three of the game. Marion's hit them both. Christian Brothers offensive end. CBU. Wilson way outside to Banks near midcourt. Courtney Banks left-hand dribble. Goes high post. Taylor Pugh. Pugh with a good back cut move to the basket. Rigel scores. Brianna Rigel's 5th point of the ball game. It's 15-11. Wolves down right side. Harris going to come back into Scott Groninger's lineup. Down to the corner. They leave Fasik alone, and Nicole drains a three.
For Nicole Fasik.
Nicole's first 3 of the afternoon, second bucket. It's 18-11. The lead back at 7 again. Christian Brothers with it, offensive end. CBU out in the middle with the basketball. It is Rigel top of the key, moves it left wing, Rachel Lee. We leave her alone for 3 and she missed. Long rebound, Pugh runs it down to the corner. We get a deflected pass, but Banks saves it for them and fires one cross court where the football team would normally be sitting when the men's game cranks up. Lemagny will leave the ball game, and Aisha Harris, the freshman from Memphis, will check back into the West Georgia lineup. Wolves 18, Buccaneers 11, with 8:57 to go in the first half here today in Carrollton. We'll walk it offensive end with Little Page, head of the key, outside facing. Nicole splits a double team, got in the lane, dish back. Harris, wide open three, Aisha, no good. Bodies fly on the rebound. And we get a foul on D. Hill. There was all kind of collisions in there, and D got caught. First on Hill, 13 foul. Christian Brothers will inbound the basketball. CBU in the corner with it. Pugh right back in the middle, Wilson, and they run it in a hurry with Banks. Press hadn't bothered them much today at all. CBU has 5 turnovers, but that's not been the reason. Lee with it outside right. Wilson now right sideline holds. In the circle, Pugh with the ball, backs out. Pugh with the left hand, stops her dribble, hands to Lee. Lee outside left wing, one bounce. Out here to the right, Aaron Wilson with the basketball. Wilson will come down the lane to the corner. Banks rhyming a rainbow three, no good. Long rebound, a collision. It goes out of bounds off Christian Brothers. Rachel Lee for their team and Aisha Harris for ours were barreling toward that basketball over in the corner. And the Wolves head down the floor with it. 8:06 to go in the half. We're up 7. Little Page, right side, bounces low. He'll fumble the pass and a collision on the floor. We're going to get a foul, I think. Watch Kristen Jones with a call. It's on CBU. It's on Taylor Pugh. That's her second. And the 16th foul on CBU. Wolves trigger with Littlepage baseline. Katrina will look, lob it in. Beverly, good catch, layup good. Taylor Beverly's first bucket of the ball game for the Brandon, Mississippi senior, and West Georgia leads it by 9, 20-11. Wilson for Christian Brothers right in front of us here on this right side. Wilson comes right in the middle with the basketball. Wilson toward the head of the key, hesitates, now drives, stops side of the lane, behind her, foul line. Pugh, left-hand jumper, air ball, goes out of bounds. Ball must have slipped. Pugh's a better shooter than that. Under 8 timeout will hit right now. Wolves 20, Buccaneers 11, 7:36 to go in the half. You're listening to the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports Crew. This is your timeout update.
I'm Justin Ransom here with Dylan Matthews here for your latest timeout update here on the Wolf Sports. And it's looking good for West Georgia, leading 20-11. Starting to pick it up with the shooting. Marion's 2 for 3 on the threes right now. She's got 6 points. Fasik's looking good. She hit a 3 earlier before the timeout. So offensively, we're looking solid. Need to be a little bit more selective on the shots. We're only at 41% shooting, 7 for 17. Like I said, 4 or 5 of those are threes. What are you seeing?
I'm saying while the outside game is picking up, it'll pick up even more again if we still got to crash inside. We can't always stay relying on the three-point shot because eventually they'll get out there. And on the defensive end, I feel like they're getting too much penetration, so we need to pick it up on the defensive end a little bit and not them score as much.
Agreed. We need to start getting more defensive rebounds.
Right.
And that's going to be the key. So we're going to pass it back to Mitch for more play-by-play. Stick around. The Wolves play here.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports Crew. This is your timeout update.
Her pass kicked. We got a break there. I look from here like we threw it off her foot. We got a break, I think. I thought CBU had a steal. Wolves will inbound the ball now baseline. Shot clock will set at 15. We will look and look. Littlepage will keep looking and lob way out. Davis the catch near midcourt. Angie to the foul line. Low pass to Prather is now in the ball game. Ashley, the senior out of Minnesota. To the right wing, Harris with the left hand will drive all the way and lay it in. Aisha Harris. I don't know if she'll ever get Conference Freshman of the Week, but she keeps playing better. 4 weeks to give it a try here. Here's Pugh with it, side of the lane, side of the key rather. Through the circle, Pugh with the basketball, left wing lead, low. They post Littlepage. She turns, jumps over, missed the shot. Rebounded West Georgia. Davis will hand it away and Faisic runs it. Nicole to the offensive end, can't go anywhere, got cut off. Good defense by Banks. She takes it left side to Harris. Harris back out near midcourt for West Georgia. Aisha with a basketball, couple of 3, 4, 5 bounces near midcourt. Now she's dribbling more than you'd want her to, but it was right down the middle. All the dribbling had freshman written all over it, but the move down the middle was pretty good. Wolves lead now 24-11. Banks for CBU, middle of the court, stops outside. Got it away, high post. They have brought Bissett back in the ball game. Now they feed low. Rigel, side of the lane, kicks out top. Lee to the left. Bissett now baseline. Banks. No, it wasn't Banks. It was Pugh to the basket. Somebody got her on the arm. And she'll get 2 free throws coming up here. And the foul is on Angie Davis. It'll be Angie's first, team fourth. Taylor Pugh, 67% free throw shooter, will get 2. Pugh's a lefty. First one is up and good. First point of the ball game for the Memphis senior. Wolves get Taylor Beverly back into the lineup. Mary Lamont-Hughes. Prather will sit down. 5:57, Faisic also out. West Georgia will see Pugh take a second free throw, and that one's short. Good block out of the shooter by Littlepage. Katrina the rebound. Lemagny out on the left on the sideline. Cross court top Davis. Angie ball fake, drops back Littlepage. Now Lemagny out on the right with it. Marion, couple of bounces. We hit Beverly in the lane. She drives. She got bumped short on the shot. CBU ends up with the rebound as we tried to save it, throwing it out. And Rigel controls it for the Buccaneers. CBU's only played 6 kids so far in this ball game. Banks with it on the right. Was old Ed Murphy lying? He'd take 7 and play Red China. Bissett with it now left side for Christian Brothers. Up top with it is Rigel. Got in the circle, running jumper, no good. Good rebound by Bissett for their team. Kicks out to the left wing to Pugh, and CBU will start the set all over again. Now it's Courtney Banks out top with the basketball. Banks bounces right side, Rigel, guarded by Lemagny. To the top, Rachel Lee got a screen and an open straight on 3. Spins out, no good. Harris rebounds. Aisha lets traffic clear and brings it down herself. Harris, the Memphis freshman, slowly into the offensive end. Comes out right to Slidell, Louisiana's Littlepage in the lane. Boy, in the corner, we hit wide open 3 ball. Marion drains it. Timeout, Sarah Condra. If they get Madison Luckett off their bench, going to come in the ballgame. Marion's hit 3 downtowners. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Take you back across the street to Cole Field. Still up Wolves with a man on and 2 out. At the bottom of the 5th inning in a 2-2 tie with Montevallo. Got our leadoff kid. The Hutch kid made a catch to beat Montevallo yesterday, diving in the corner at the foul pole. So I had no clue. I knew the kid could run a little. I didn't know he could run like that. But he made a heck of a defensive play, but he also just struck out, and we go to the 6th inning, hit a 2-2 tie. Conference play begins in baseball next week. We're going to Huntsville. Conference home opener in baseball is 2 weeks from today. I think it's West Al. And I know we got Lee 3 weeks from today. We got back-to-back home weekends coming up very early in the season. Baseline inbound. Christian Brothers against a little different looking press this time. Now we kind of fall back a little. We was deny off the inbound, try to keep Banks from getting the ball, then fall back. CBU to their bench. Big Madison Luckett, sophomore from Memphis, in the ball game for the Buccaneers. Now Pugh with it up top, hits Lee outside. We close out on the shooter that time, didn't give her a look, but Luckett will fire one from the sideline and drain it. Madison Luckett knocked that thing in from way out there, and Christian Brothers cuts it to 12. CBU before that was only hitting 26%. We're up to 48. We've hit 4 out of our last 5 shots. Outside with the basketball, Beverly to the right. Harris bombed 3 out there, shot it way short. Few rebounds. CBU will look to push in a hurry with Banks. Defense gets back. Banks stops, hands to Lee. Lee with it outside for the Buccaneers. Gets the ball on the right to Bissett with it. Now up top, Banks. Banks out in the middle of the floor for Christian Brothers. Goes with the left hand, will kick it over to the corner to Lee. Lee will move toward the lane. A runner-up got contact, and she gets free throws. We'll get a couple of fouls, shots after the foul by Aisha Harris. And the under 4 timeout will hit before all of that. So Aisha Harris just gets her second foul. 3:29 and a half. Wolves 27, Buccaneers 15. Timeout, West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew. This is your timeout update.
And we're here at the Coliseum on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Wolves lead 27-15, as Mitch just said. And offensively, starting to pick up the pace, shooting 45%, getting close to the halfway mark at 50%. Marion with another 3. She has 3 already in the first half. I called that. I told you I wanted to see her shoot the 3 and make it. They're letting her, and she's doing it. Beverly, like I said, all over the place. She's only got 2 points, but Harris and Marion lead West Georgia in scoring right now with 9 for Marion and 6 for Harris. So respectively, offensively, doing great. Defensively, still picking it up. 15 points here in the first half so far with 4 minutes left. Not bad, not bad.
No, not at all.
So we're looking good. Excited to see what we pull off for the second half. And so 3 minutes left, a lot of basketball left to be played here, but we're going to pass it back over to Mitch, let him continue to give you the play-by-play the Wolves play here.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew. This is your timeout update.
3:29 to go in the first half. Also in the league today, one other women's game already underway. North Alabama is leading Lee 32-24 late in the first half. Up in Florence this afternoon, they tipped the same time we did. Rachel Lee to shoot free throws now for Christian Brothers. First is good. Lee 76% at the line on the year. Wolves have improved shooting. We're up 46% after a cold start. CBU at 30% right now. And Lee just missed the second. So 1 out of 2 at the foul line for CBU. They're 3 of 6 shooting free throws today. And the Wolves lead by 11 with 3:18 to go in the half. Facing up top, goes out right to Little Page. Katrina with a fake and a drive to the foul line. Behind her, Limagny. Marion goes to the lane, forced it up in traffic, missed it. Lee rebounds Christian Brothers. CBU hands away to Banks, and they push down the right side. 3 minutes to go in the half as Banks hits midcourt with it. Takes it down to the corner now, low post. We double Pugh in the lane. Luckett will hand it away and a layup good. That is the freshman Bissett who scored that one. She's got 6 to lead CBU 27-18 the score. Limagny outside right. CBU's defended us better since they've gone man, to be honest with you. Up top with it, Limagny. At the left of the key, we get an illegal screen that's going to wipe a 3 off the board. Foul on Janisha Hill will be her second. 16 fouls. Taylor Beverly runs to the scorer's table and didn't get there in time. Scott Groninger still has his use it or lose it 30 if he needs to get that change made after this possession for Christian Brothers. We get a bounce pass out here. Luckett with it out top. To the left, Bissett with the ball. Gives down to Luckett's side of the lane. Will wheel in. A little half jump hook, no good. But Pugh got the rebound, dish out to Lee for an open 3, won't go. And the rebound bat's out of bounds. Knocked out of there by Madison Luckett. The Wolves get it back. Now Taylor Beverly in and D. Hill out of the lineup for the Wolves as we're at 2:06 to go in the half. And Scott will take his use it or lose it 30 right now with 2:06 to go in the first half. Look across the tunnel. Back on the, I guess it would be the southwest end of this building. Leading up to our locker room over there. Just saw big Dylan Dupree come out watching the women play. I get turned around in this building a lot. That's the northwest corner, Doc. This is this floor here runs east-west. I had the west part right. But it took me a moment to figure out where I'm sitting. This is the northwest. This is the north sideline in here. 27-18. Indoor doesn't matter what direction you're going. Here's Limagny out to the left. Down the corner, facing, fake the 3. CBU's back in the zone again. Down into the lane, it's Beverly who will drive in traffic and score. Taylor Beverly. Second hoop of the ball game for Taylor Beverly. And it'll be Christian Brothers back the other way. 29-18 West Georgia by 11. We have shot it fairly well as of late, haven't we? Christian Brothers bounces out right. Bissett facing will back away from her. She's playing her on the switch. Now it's Luckett up top against Limagny. Picks up her dribble, back out behind her to Banks. Banks with it at midcourt. They got 5 to shoot. Banks will fire a 3 out there, didn't get there, and on the rebound there's contact, and I think Angie Davis got a foul pushing underneath. She did. That's going to be a 1-and-1 for CBU. 2 on Angie. Harris has 2, Davis has 2, Hill has 2 for UWG. Angie will stay. You trust a senior not to pick up a foolish 3rd foul this last minute 19 of the first half. And Taylor Pugh is 1 of 2 at the line today. We'll get a 1-and-1 and didn't get it. And on the rebound, Luckett's on Davis back, and Angie will go to the other end, and she'll get a shot at a 1-and-1. Ron Swafford has the foul call on Madison Luckett, her first. Team 7th. And Chandra Lee will come to the table. We'll get Angie after if she'll make the back end of this 1-and-1. Angie 1 of 2 at the line today. Remember last Saturday when we needed really clutch at the line, she walked up there and drained 2 on UNA. down the stretch in Florence. Angie hit her first. 2 of 3 at the line on the afternoon. Davis again, the right-hander puts it up, good, and we get the sub. Chandra Lee in. Angie Davis with 2 fouls will sit this last buck 18 of the half. Christian Brothers with a basketball, and we show the pressure again, trying to deny Banks the ball. She's quick as a water bug, though it's hard to do that. And she'll come down the left side of the floor. Banks with a left-hand dribble, got it outside Luckett, up top Lee. Comes out right with it to Bissett. Bissett right sideline, couple of bounces out to the top. Wolves by 13 here in the last minute to go with a half. Side of the lane, Pugh, outside of the key, I should say. Outside to Banks, got a screen from Pugh. Now they try to pick and roll it, and we knock a pass away and get a steal. Lemagny down that right side. Good pass, Beverly laid it in. Taylor Beverly with 6, Marion Lemagny with the assist. West Georgia's 9th assist of the first half of this ball game. Not bad, 9 assists on 12 field goals. Bissett with an outside right, 15 to shoot. CBU will push it down. Baseline, Lee wants to go in, forced it up. Lemagny was not vertical and got a foul. Marion wanted to travel, didn't get it. I think Jeff Matthews made the right call, actually. On Marion, it's her second foul. Scott Groninger is going to get off the bench. We'll get Alex Williams after the first free throw. It's 2-shot foul for Lee. Williams, the freshman out of Atlanta, will get the last 20. Oh, she missed. CBU has hurt itself a little bit at the line today. Rachel Lee's pretty good foul shooter. Christian Brothers is only 3 of 8 shooting free throws. And they're down by 15. Lee will get a second one here. Sights it, shoots it, and got it. So CBU cuts it to 14. Rachel Lee's second point of the ball game, and the Wolves can play for the final shot as Katrina Littlepage walks it offensive end. Katrina near the head of the key. Out of the top, Beverly to the right wing, Fasek. Nicole has got 12. Now comes to Littlepage. Here is Katrina. Penetrates, hands to Williams in the corner, goes to the floor with 5. Gives back to Katrina. Down the baseline, got inside, scooped it, got it. Katrina with her first field goal of the game, and the half hits, and the Wolves lead at the break. 35-16 over Christian Brothers. That's halftime, as West Georgia will walk out with a 16-point advantage at the break here on the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports Crew, and this is your halftime report.
And what a first half for West Georgia. I'm Justin Ransom here with Dylan Matthews, giving you the halftime report here at the Coliseum on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. As Mitch was saying, baseball's going on just across the street. Last we heard is tied up. We'll be giving you updates with that as well. So what did you take from the first half of the game, Dylan, over there? 35-19, West Georgia leads Christian Brothers.
Well, they started off a little sluggish at the very first part of the game, but once they came into their own, got the defense going, got the offense going, they're doing exactly what they need to be. Mary Lemagny came to play. You called it definitely.
And they just showed a replay she shot during the first half. Just beautiful shot selection from her. She's got, where's she at? She has 9 points here in the first half. We're back to even, 50% shooting, 13 for 26 from the field. Christian Brothers is at 29. They are only shooting 7 for 24. And free throws, they're at 4 for 9. So, and actually right now we've got the teddy bear toss going on here at the Coliseum. Wolfie's out with a broom getting pegged with teddy bears on the court as we speak. And we got a few coming out. This is all for charity, so those of you who are coming for the men's game, bring a teddy bear for the teddy bear toss. We're also going to have a little halftime performance from some toddlers with some basketballs. They did this a few weeks ago as well. It's pretty fun to watch. They're cute little kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to basketball. West Georgia, like I said, they leave 35-19 at halftime. And offensively, couldn't ask for anything better. Fastest got 5 points, Littlepage with 4. Beautiful layup by Littlepage there to end the half. Marion with 9, Harris with 6. It's all around. West Georgia's doing very well when it comes offensively. Defensively, though, need to rebound the ball better.
Right.
And what's your take?
Yeah, I like the offense right now, how it's working, very balanced. The highest scorer is Lemagny with 9 points. Beverly 6 points, Fasek 5, Littlepage 4. So just a very balanced attack, and I think that'll be key in the second half to keep the Christian Brothers defense on their toes. On defensive end, rebound the ball better, and we need to close out to the shooters. A few times we left the wide open threes. Fortunately for West Georgia, they didn't knock them down.
Exactly.
But if we let them have that in the second half, we might not be as fortunate.
No, very true. And as I said, while we're doing all this, if you want some really good pictures, some really good information from what's going on with all of West Georgia sports, follow us on our social media. Social media is always popping. We got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Wolf Sports. Taking pictures of the games, getting up close and personal with the players and stuff like that, giving you up-to-date stats going on through all the games. So, like I said, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Wolf Sports. Follow us. You won't regret it. So we're going to go give you a few songs. Come back about 5 minutes till to give you a little bit of a preview to the second half while these kids do their little show. So we're going to give you a song, You Might Think, by Cars. All right, so stick around, guys. We'll be back shortly here on The Wolf Sports. The Wolves play here.
Till the sun fell down, you kept it going.
And I miss you here, now you're gone. I keep waiting here by the phone, with the pictures hanging on the wall. Now you're gone. I realize my love for you was strong. And I miss you here, now you're gone. I keep waiting here by the phone, with the pictures hanging on the wall. Is this the way it's meant to be? Only dreaming that you're missing me. Now you're gone. I realize my love for you was strong, and I miss you here. Now you're gone. I keep waiting here by the phone with the pictures hanging on the wall. Is this the way it's meant to be? Only dreaming that you're missing me. I'm waiting here at home. I go crazy. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. Realize my love for you was strong, and I miss you here. Now you're gone. I keep waiting here by the phone with the pictures hanging on the wall. Is this the way it's meant to be? Only dreaming that you're missing me. I'm waiting here at home. I'll be crazy. Now you're gone. There's an empty place in my heart. Without a guardian to break the law. It won't heal and never fades away. I'll be thinking about you every day.
Ooh, I can't wait to get next to you. Oh, I just can't leave you alone. Boy, you got me doing things that I would never do. And I can't stop the way I'm feeling if I wanted to. I'm crazy about the way that you could make me say your name. And if I couldn't have you, I would probably go insane. 'Cause only you can make me feel. Only you can make me feel. Only you can take me there. Only you can take me there. Only you can make me feel. Only you can make me feel. Only you can take me there. Only you can take me there. Ooh, I can't wait to get next to you. Oh, I just can't leave you alone. Boy, you stay inside my mind, ain't no denying that. Only you could do the things that got me coming back. It's gotta be the realest thing that I have ever found. And I'll do what I gotta do to keep you to myself. 'Cause only you can make me feel. Only you can make me feel. Only you can take me home.
You're back here. Hello. You're back here on the Wolf Sports Network. I am Jamal Legree alongside Dylan. I am taking over for Justin, and we're going to give you some updates on what we think the second half, what we think they should do, the Wolves or the Buccaneers, as far as winning the game or coming back is concerned. And me personally, I think the Buccaneers need to take advantage of their matchups. I mean, West Georgia is by far the better team. I think their matchups favor around the perimeter and with their point guard play, but they seem kind of hesitant when it comes to shooting that three-point ball. And now they're down big, and I think they're going to have to come out second half and shoot it, definitely, if they plan on making this a game.
Right, yeah, definitely. If the Buccaneers want any chance of coming back in this game, they're going to have to knock down open shots. We don't know how many they're going to get, but if they do get some, they're going to have to knock them down definitely. And on the West Georgia aspect of it, they just need to keep the scoring balanced like they did in the first half. The highest score was Mary Lemon Yee with 9 points. And defense, West Georgia, they need to crash the glass more because they were not doing a very good job of that the second half. And they need to get out to the shooters, like I was saying, because they gave up way too many open shots in that first half, and they were just fortunate that the Buccaneers didn't knock them down.
Yeah, today's actually been one of the first times I've seen them move the ball so well offensively. I mean, everybody's pitching in from Aisha to to Lemon Yee, like you said. Taylor Beverly's having a slow start, but I'm pretty sure she'll find her groove eventually. Chandra Lee even saw some minutes there, late in the first half. She's still dealing with that injury. So it's good to see her on the court and looking kind of healthy. The men's, they tip off at 4. To me, they are the better team on paper. They are the better team. The Union Buccaneers, however, they have a pretty good team. They have quite a few good scorers on that team, and it should be a very interesting game coming up here at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I think Trey Casey for Christian Brothers averaging 16.3 points a game. He's going to have to be big for them for any chance of them wanting to win. And Deontay Stocks, 21.5 points a game. He's been red hot lately.
Yeah, he's definitely been hot, and he's definitely been our closer lately. You'll see him touch the ball in the fourth quarter more than you've seen in the past couple of years, and he's just getting the job done, man. You got to love that kid. He's a great kid.
Right, and I think an X factor is going to be Taylor Cochran. Since Marcus Dortch is out with that injury, he's going to have to come out and spread the floor a little bit for us and hopefully knock down some big shots.
Yeah, he definitely does a great job of spreading the floor. He's a great defender, a great rebounder, so I definitely would like to see him hit a couple of big free throws. You can go ahead and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at The Wolf Sports. Mention us, hashtag Beat Christian Brothers. Tell us what you think about our broadcast. Tell us what you think about the players' games, the live updates we hit you with. Just your opinion. Interact with us. Follow us again on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Wolf Sports. 1 minute until the second half tips off. 35-19, the Wolves lead. This is a great, teams need games like this, against weaker opponents to bounce back after tough losses. And the Wolves had tough losses on Thursday. I believe it was against
Union. I believe it was.
Yes, Union. Yes. That great Union team came in here and they gave us our best battle, and they got out here with 2 W's for the men's and women. So it'll be good to see the Wolves get 2 W's today.
Right. I think it's also good for us to be playing a team like this right now to get everybody in a rhythm. Like Mary Lemon Yee, she hasn't been great this season. She's had her on and off games, but I think hopefully this will get her in a rhythm and she can stay consistent for the rest of the season going into the GSC tournament, and hopefully she can be more consistent for us and keep knocking down the shots.
Yeah, with like you said, 3 big 3-pointers in the first half, and she's looking like the old Mary Lemmy that she was a year ago. And with 6 games left on the schedule, the tournament's coming up very fast, and we're going to have to be ready. But you're listening to Wolf Sports here on the Wolf Sports Network. I want to send it back to Mitch with more live action.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew, and this is your
35,
halftime
CBU
report.
19 there. Buccaneers. Christian Brothers heads offensive end with it. And we get an open court steal. Beverly's going to take it all the way to the rack and score. Taylor Beverly. Good beginning to the second half of the ball game. That's 8 for the Brandon, Mississippi senior. National Player of the Week a couple of weeks ago. CBU with the basketball outside. They start Wilson, now low, Rigel, short right wing. Outside Bissett, up top away to Courtney Banks. Pugh flashes up foul line. They don't go that way. Now Bissett with it outside on the right, up top Wilson. Wilson will drive it right side of the lane. Will put it up in traffic, missed the shot right at the end of the shot clock. Didn't draw iron, and it will be a shot clock violation on Christian Brothers. Wolves get the basketball back. 19:16 to go in the basketball game. Wolves 37, Christian Brothers 19. Offensive end with it comes UWG. Outside on the left, Mary Lamagny. Beverly up top. Moves side of the lane. Gave it up, got it back. Taylor takes to the lane, double team. Up top, D. Hill left to the key. 3 ball is right there. First 2 of the ball game for the junior from Billerica High School, Jadisha Hill. We have said senior all year. We understand she's going to get that extra year of eligibility. She already graduated, but wants to stay and play another year. Good. She's had the 2 injuries, is why she have graduated and only used 3 years of eligibility. Ball outside on the right. Rigel out right wing will pull up, miss the shot. Back iron rebound, backside rebound. Little Page. Katrina pushes right side. There's Hill, a spot up 3 again. Jadisha, not this time. Rebounded CBU's Banks on the back end. Will run it the other way. Banks with the left hand to the left side. Wilson on the wing. Wolves 40, Christian Brothers 19. Wilson toward the lane, side of the lane, Pugh, and got hand checked, I think, making a move to the basket. Foul on D. Hill, her third, team first. Angela Davis off the bench. Angie will check in for Jadisha. 18-14 to play. Wolves and Buccaneers are dead even in baseball. Wolves and Falcons cross the street. Christian Brothers with a basketball off the inbound. Banks will take it out near midcourt. Hand away. Bissett now on the left wing. Brianna Rigel. In the corner, it's Wilson. Wilson brings it out to the wing. Up top, Banks. Shot clock will hit 12. Banks high post to Pugh. Pugh moves it out right. Banks will fake a three and then take a long jumper out there. Miss the shot. Rebound will tip. Wolves get it. And to the offensive end comes Nicole Fasek. Fasek to the head of the key. Nowhere to go. Gives to Davis. Now Nicole outside. Nicole back out near the logo. Left-hand dribble. Left side, Littlepage. Katrina out at the top. Changes direction. It got bumped in a foul. And I believe they're going to get Banks with a personal. That's Banks' second foul. CBU's first team foul. Levanier will trigger right here next to us for West Georgia. Marion will bring it up top, Littlepage. Around the screen, Katrina drives it to the corner, Fasek. Nicole toward the lane on the dribble, moves it to the corner and threw it away. Folks, that is only our third turnover of the basketball game. CBU hadn't been bad with the ball. They've had 7 turnovers, but the Wolves with only 3 on the afternoon. Christian Brothers with an offensive end. Bringing it down, Banks leads the conference in minutes played. We mentioned that in the first half. Wilson with it in the circle, outside Pugh to the right wing, Banks. Banks on the right wing, changes hands with the dribble. Bissett up top, down to the left side, Wilson. Tries to go baseline, cut off by Beverly. Bounce pass out left, Bissett fumbled it, got it back. 5 to shoot. Bissett got it outside, Rigel, 2-1. Rigel leans, jumper didn't get it, rebound hits the floor. Littlepage comes out of there on the dribble. Katrina down the left side to the rack, up, yes, and 1. We'll see Ron Swafford with a call here. And the foul on CBU on Brianna Rigel. That's Katrina's second field goal of the ball game. She's got 6. And CBU will come to the bench now. Rachel Lee into the ball game. Madison Luckett into the ball game. Wilson and Bissett will sit down. And that foul on Rigel, I think it's her second of the ball game, and it is. And we'll watch Littlepage at the line. Rattled it in for the good free throw. Katrina 3 for 3 at the line today. Has scored 7, and the Wolves lead by 24. 43-19. Christian Brothers with a basketball. Banks left side. Banks bounces to the post to Pugh. Pugh now to Lee, head of the key to the right wing, Brianna Rigel. Rigel with the left hand, got in the circle, hands out to Luckett. Luckett pushed off, offensive foul. Or as Ryan Cameron would say with the Atlanta Hawks, that foul was offensive. And the foul is on, I can't do the voice Cameron did. Got a chance to meet him at the Radio Hall of Fame induction this past fall. He's an interesting guy with roots to this university. 43-19, West Georgia by 24. Offensive end with a basketball. Wolves take it. Here's Beverly to the left wing away to Littlepage. Hits Beverly in the lane. Backs in, wheels, jumper. Oh, in and out, no good. Pugh with a rebound. Brothers pushing to the left wing. Rigel wanted to penetrate, got cut off by Fasek. Boy, lost Nicole on a great move, baseline jumper, good. Sometimes really good players make really good plays. Brianna Rigel just did. 43-21, West Georgia by 22 rather. Right wing is Littlepage. It's Davis. Short side stolen by Rigel. Fumbled away her dribble. Now hits Luckett out ahead of the pack. She'll drive and lay it in. Madison Luckett with 5. 43-23, our 4th turnover of the afternoon. To the post area, Beverly leans in. They got her on an offensive foul. We just turned it over again. And we get a technical foul called on Taylor Beverly, who didn't care for the call. Pretty good acting job. Taylor gets a personal, Taylor gets a tee, and CBU has a chance to whittle in after the under 16 timeout.
Offensive foul called against.
They're going to shoot the technical before the media timeout, which I didn't think you're allowed to do. I think at a one-point ball game, we might raise a little issue on that, but then again, I don't think I've ever seen a T call. I don't know what Taylor said, but it was the phrase that pays. And Rigel missed the front end of the technical. Taylor gets a seat. D. Hill, despite foul difficulty, comes back in. And second into the CBU is just really under 16 time. Wolves 43 bucks 20.
Oh, okay. You're back here on the Wolves Sports Network. I am Jamal Legree alongside Dylan. The Wolves lead now by 20, 43-23 is the score. And how do you feel about the Wolves coming out second half, Dylan?
Man, they came out strong. We just had a fan make a half-court shot. But back to what I was saying, they came out strong, man. They came out aggressive on defense, which led to their offense, able to get out in transition, hitting some shots. Cortrina Littlepage put in some work, got an and one on an offensive possession, and they're just looking real sharp right now.
Yeah, Christian Brothers leading scorer Brianna Ridgel is kind of trying to lead this charge for this Bucks team, and she did a move and put Nicole Fasek on skates there for a second and finished the play, so it'll be interesting to see how they can climb out of this hole. We'll take you back to more sports here on the Wolf Sports Network. I am Jamal Legree alongside Dylan. Stay tuned.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports Crew, and this is your halftime report.
Back in the Coliseum across the street, Montevallo's got the bases loaded with 2 out. And who they got up there? Catcher Whiting in a 2-2 tie. We brought Chris Burdett out of the bullpen, and he has been really tough in this first early part of the season. I hope he's tough right now. CBU to the offensive end with it. Banks going to drive it short wing and bounce behind her to Rigel. Rigel out at the top. Wolves and man-D. We played man more today than we have in the last couple of weeks. Out on the left with it, Luckett. Or rather not Luckett, that's Pugh. Pugh will take a jumper out there from about 18 and miss. Lamagny, the rebound for West Georgia. We go the other way. Take it down to the corner to Hill. Back, Angie Davis firing outside. Good for 3.
For Angie.
That's 7 for Angie on the afternoon. It's 46-23. 14:44 to play in the ball game. Offensive end with it. Here comes Rigel. We had a foul, I think, on the floor before the shot. Lamagny got called for the personal. That shot didn't go, but I don't think it would have counted if it had. Aisha Harris will come into the lineup for Scott Groninger. 3rd foul on Marion. So Marion with 3. D. Hill plays with 3. 46-23. Outside with it, Rachel Lee. Lee out between the circles, comes left with it away to Banks. Now low post, they post up Rigel, and we knock a pass away. Scramble on the floor, still loose, and CBU will save it. They'll feed inside, and Lee got rejected by Davis. Block shot out of bounds to Christian Brothers.
Stay fine. Hey, new man.
Michaela Bissett back in the lineup, the Missouri freshman with 6 on the afternoon. Neither team has a player in double figures. Lamagny has 9 to lead the Wolves. Beverly with 8, and they both sit. Davis with 8's out there. Now baseline running jumper by Rigel, no good. Shot it over everything, and Angie Davis pulled the rebound. And the Wolves down in the other direction. Out on the top with it is Littlepage. On the left wing, Aisha Harris. Harris, slow, deliberate dribble, gets near midcourt, starts in and backs out. Now Aisha will take it down. There's Davis, a ball fake on the wing toward the lane. Kick it to the corner facing. Low to Hill. D double teamed and got fouled or go out of bounds with it. Got fouled. Going to get a reach on Rachel Lee, her 2nd personal. And we get Brianna Singleton off the bench into the lineup, the sophomore from Gwinnett County. And Littlepage sits down. Brianna started a lot first half of the season. What do we get on the inbound? A hold. Let's watch Jeff Matthews and see what this personal is. A reach on Rachel Lee again. She picks up her second and third fouls instantaneously. Now the Wolves inbound. Singleton will look and will look and will look. Almost 5 count. Was 5 count. We pushed that thing to the wire several times a game on those inbounds. They got us on that one. That's our 6th turnover. CBU with 8. Wolves are shooting this half 67%, 53% for the ball game. Christian Brothers, foul line area. Rigel got in the lane, turned and jumped and scored. Brianna Rigel. That's her 9th point of the afternoon. And if I missed something from Davis, I think Angie hit a free throw. I didn't give her credit for it. She's got 8 for us. Now Harris around a double team, penetrates. Davis in the corner, wide open 3-ball, too strong. Rebound tips and saved by Singleton. Here's Brianna out left wing with it. Singleton will bring it back out toward the top near the midcourt area, and we reset. Facing with it now right wing. Nicole against Lee. Moves it out of top. There is Davis, Harris driving and got collided, and Aisha gets free throws. We'll watch Kristen Jones with the call, and it's going to be on Taylor Pugh, her 3rd. 3rd foul on Pugh. That's 16 fouls. We go 1-1 on the next one. This shooting foul here. Harris will walk up there and get 2, the freshman. First one's good. And for Aisha, that's her 7th point of the afternoon. Make it 8. 48-25, 13 minutes to play in the ball game. To the offensive end, Christian Brothers. There's Pugh. Out top with it, Lee now for Christian Brothers. Right wing, Bissett way outside. It's Lee cutting to the basket. It's fumbled. We get the steal. Fasix out of there on the dribble. Pass down the right side, Singleton. Brianna stops. A 3-ball, Brianna, yes. That's her first bucket of the ball game for the Sewanee sophomore, and the Wolves lead by 26. Our shooting numbers are getting to be obscene in this ball game. Second half especially. Goodness, Christian Brothers with it. Pugh, top of the key. We sag away. She'll hand it to Rigel, driving in the lane. Floater good. Brianna Rigel's a very good basketball player. She leads Christian Brothers with 11. We don't yet have a player in double figures, although this half, we're shooting 63% in the second half. Facing out at the top toward the foul line. Right wing is Singleton, driving to the basket. Yes, Brianna. That's her 2nd hoop of in a row. The Wolves lead 53-27. As we watch Bobby Burham, our ex-football wide receiver ace, firing T-shirts into the crowd. CBU post up Rigel toward the lane, back behind her Lee. Lee now to Pugh on that right side, holding is Bissett. Bissett with the left hand. Boy, they good ball movement. Lee will penetrate from the left, got inside, huge collision. We fouled her, I think, right before she committed an offensive foul. We did. Harris reached in, and then there was a big collision. Angie Davis took that punishment for nothing. 3rd foul on Aisha Harris, under 12 timeout. 53-27, Wolves lead big. 11:26 to play on the West Georgia.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports Crew, and this is your halftime report.
You're back here on the Wolves Sports Network. I am Jamal Legree alongside Dylan Matthews. The Wolves now lead 53-27, and boy, are they shooting well coming out in the second half, Dylan.
Most definitely. They are right now 19 for 35 from the field, 54%. And they got a little complacent there offensively and defensively towards the middle before our timeout break. Towards the end there, I saw a little bit of spark there was showing. Got the ball back moving, and they're doing well right now.
Yeah, here's a baseball update for you. Right now, the Wolves trail in that 3-game series. It's game 2 of that series. They trailed 4-2 to Montevello in the bottom of the 7th inning. Yes, so the Wolves are really – hopefully they can pull out a win over there and sweep Montevello through this 3-day span. But we're going to get you back to more live action. You listen to the Wolves Sports here on the Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports Crew, and this is your halftime report.
Not good news across the street. Montevallo put 2 runs across at the top of the 7th. We only have 1 base hit in the ball game. Walker Borneman's triple in the bottom of the 5th is it. We have 2 runs and 1 hit and trail Montevallo 4-2. Going to need a rally to avoid our first loss of the season. Across the street, we have Montevallo again tomorrow. Jamie Sexton, by the way, pitching tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And if I were not the official scorer and PA announcer, I'd pay to watch Jamie Sexton pitch baseball. He is just, I just love the kid to pieces. As Rachel Lee hit the free throw, Jamie is on the verge of a whole bunch of school records. 5th-year senior out of Brazelton, 2nd free throw good. Would love to see him have the kind of year he had 2 years ago when he was All-American. 53-29 to the offensive end with him, Brianna Singleton. 53-29 Wolves. Our shooting for the game is at 54%. CBU at 31. On the right side is Dee Hill driving the baseline, tries to back her, muscle her way in. Missed the shot, but Kristen Jones says she got fouled. And Dee will shoot 2. Taylor Pugh got her 4th foul. That's Pugh's 4th foul of the ball game. And Hill will shoot 2. Beverly will come in after the first free throw. Chandra Lee, one of them's getting the shooter, obviously. We'll see which one. Dee's first free throw is good. And for Jadisha, that's her 4th point of the ball game. For the junior out of Villa Rica High School, Carrollton, her hometown. Dee again, good again. So Dee will sit, Chandra Lee will check in. So we change out the 2 bigs on the inside with Lee and Beverly. Taylor, they got her out of there after that technical. She hadn't played since that time. We have, let's see, we're +2 in rebounding without Beverly having a big rebounding game. That's rare. Now Lee with it out in the middle has to, Harris trying to get a steal. Lucky we didn't get a foul out of that. Now out at the top with it, Rigel for Christian Brothers. Rigel to the foul line, spin move, pretty move, got the shot. If I had an all-conference vote, that kid would get it. It's been fun watching her play. Senior out of Memphis, 55-31. She's good. Wolves with it, driving left side. There's Harris all the way uncontested, laid it in. Aisha Harris becomes our first player in double figures on the afternoon. Aisha with 10. 57-31. They need to send her, and I called her the wrong name in the interview the other night. I'll tell that story in this summer, maybe. They can drop it down low to Rigel. She turns and scores easily. I just had a brain dead moment. And Aisha's such a sweet kid. I owe her one. After she graduates, then it won't be an NCAA violation. It's 10 minutes to go in the ball game. We drop it down low. Beverly is open, scores. Taylor Beverly. So now we have 2 players in double figures. Taylor with 10, Aisha with 10, and the lead is 26. 59-33. Here's Christian Brothers, high post pass. They get it away. CBU with the basketball. New player of the ball game for them is April Bonner, a junior out of Memphis. They will drive it toward the side of the lane, fumble away the dribble, but they save it. Here is Banks on a drive, hit it off the glass and scores. We have really soft rims in here. We've taken advantage of it 2 or 3 times. CBU took advantage of it there. 59-35. As Katrina Littlepage walks to the scorer's table. Ball out on the left side. We drop it down to the post. Lee fumbled it, got it back up and underneath, and I got blocked out by the ref as a collision happens and a foul. It's on CBU. It's on Bonner, her first. And it's a 1-and-1. CBU's got Luckett coming in. West Georgia's got Fasik and Littlepage coming in. And Chandra Lee will shoot the 1-and-1. That's 18 fouls on Christian Brothers. Lee, senior out of Hinesville. Good to see her back after that knee injury. First free throw is good. The game she played when we beat Huntsville in the conference tournament last year was one for the ages for this kid. She was just absolutely brilliant. Bring it the next day when we pushed West Florida to the wall, just couldn't beat them. Lee with the 2 free throws, good. Speaking of that, if we get a 30 or get a moment here, we'll check around conference scores. All the 3 p.m. games are underway in the league. Now, Delta Valdosta's a night game. Got a story on that in a little bit here. Here is Rigel driving down the center lane, and we tripped her. Is it Harris? Yeah, it's Aisha. And that's her 4th foul on Aisha. Marion Lamagny will check into the ball game. Aisha leaves with 10 points. She and Beverly are in double figures. Rigel in double figures for Christian Brothers. Lee off the inbound into the corner, and we knock a pass away and get a steal. Good job there by Littlepage. Got it away from Banks. Katrina will let traffic clear and head offensive end. Katrina with the basketball out top of the key. Right side, Beverly. Taylor, baseline. Kick across. Lamagny to the left wing. Lee fakes a 3, then takes about an 18-footer. Good. Chandre for a deuce. That's the way she shot against Huntsville in the tournament game last year over in Birmingham areas at Sanford. 63-35. We'd love to be in the semis and make it back to Sanford this year. Won a home game first. Today ain't going to hurt in our efforts to get that. CBU with Lee. Down low, we knock it away. Lee stole the ball away from Bonner. Wolves get a steal. Littlepage throws long, facing Nicole. Try to bounce pass inside Beverly. Missed the shot. Rebound out of bounds off Luckett. Wolves keep it under 8 timeout. Timeout of the court, 7:52 to play. Wolves 63. Christian Brothers 35 on the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports Crew, and this is your halftime report.
You're here on the Wolf Sports Network. I am Jamal Agri alongside Dylan Matthews, and the Wolves now lead 63-35, almost a 30-point deficit for the Bucks. So it's really what everybody expected today. Everybody expected the Wolves to walk off with this win easily, and that's what they came out and did. Everybody's playing good basketball. They're moving the ball well. I haven't stopped hearing the head coach's voice all game, so they're communicating well, and it's a good team win for the Wolves today.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I just like the balanced attack on offense they have, and on the defensive end, their defense is actually creating their offense. You can see their last few plays before the timeout where they would get a steal or get a block shot, and they run out and get in transition, get an easy bucket.
Yeah, defense wins games, defense wins championships, and if you're ever struggling on offense to score, look for your defense to help you make plays and help get you in transition, and that's what the Wolves are doing. Chandre Lee came in off the bench and hit a couple quick buckets and got a quick steal. So the Wolves looking to wrap this one up. 63-35 is the score. We're going to get you back to Mitch. You're listening to Wolf Sports on the Wolf Sports Network. The Wolves play here.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports Crew. This is your timeout update.
Wolves are up 28 right now, 63-35. Baseball down 4-2 across the street in the 8th inning. We got 2 more at bats. Try to get something on this Montevallo team over there. Off the inbound, we get a whistle and a ball got knocked away, and we'll do it again. Katrina Littlepage, Slidell, Louisiana. Ball out right in the hands of Chandre Lee. Now it's Littlepage again. Katrina will drive it right down the middle, scoop it with the left hand, scored. Katrina Littlepage. Katrina with 9. The Wolves by 30, 65-35, 7:37 to play. CEO Christian, University Communications and Marketing. And her camera down to the corner is CBU got the missed shot, and we ended up knocking that out of bounds. Looking at CBU, Rachel Lee will trigger from the baseline. Lee will look and come in the right side. Rigel, baseline runner, too strong. Rebound on the backside, Littlepage. We run it, throw long. Lamagny, Marion fires down inside. Beautiful pass, layup missed though. And Beverly knocked the rebound out of bounds. That was a beautiful look. And Nicole facing, she got a little too deep. You see the smile on her face. She knows that she needed to cash that one in just so that diamond ended up on the stat sheet for Marion on that play. 65-35, Wolves by 30. Luckett steps out, fires a 3. That one airballed. And CBU couldn't save the rebound. Lamagny with it, throws long. There's Beverly, open layup, good. 12 for Taylor Beverly. A dozen on the afternoon for the Brandon, Mississippi senior. Taylor, though, only has 3 rebounds today, and Sarah Condra will call time. That's a 30 that stretches full. At 6:50 to go in the ball game. It'll be a stretch timeout. We'll look around the league right now. We'll keep it here on this one. Shorter is leading Huntsville 17-16 very early, midway first half in Huntsville today. These are the 3 o'clock starts. Union 14-13 on West Alabama. I always look to see what Philiple's doing, and Amy has hit 2 threes already in the ball game. Let's take a look. North Alabama is up 8 with 8 to go in Florence today. UNA 54, Lee 46 in their ball game. And they are now underway. Should be with Mississippi College against West Florida this afternoon down in Pensacola. Tonight, by the way, Delta State Valdosta is a night game. West Florida's up 15-10 pretty early in that one. Now, the Delta Valdosta game, they're having a basketball reunion. My friend Kathy Matthews is down there. She's in the Valdosta Hall of Fame. Kathy Kennedy, when she played. And she is not here today. She was normally, when her husband referees here, Kathy comes to watch. But Kathy is not here. She's down in Valdosta enjoying their hoops reunion. They play Delta State tonight down there. That is the only night game in the league tonight. We'll keep you posted on all these others. But here we go in this one. Coming up here, Wolves by a comfortable 32-point margin here with under 7 to play. We zone now as Lee steps out and drains a 3. Rachel Lee, and it's that kind of stuff is why we didn't zone these kids earlier. Lee with her 7th point of the afternoon. The man defense has been pretty darn good. Outside, here's Beverly down to the corner as we get Alex Williams back in the game, and CBU will knock them all out. Alex, a freshman out of Atlanta out there. Now, Akia Harris, the big freshman out of Birmingham, is redshirted this year, so you got a chance to be pretty good. As they go down to Chandra Lee, and CBU will knock it away and get a steal. And we steal it right back. Beverly out ahead of the pack to Alex. Hits Chandra alone underneath, layup good. Chandra Lee with her 6th point of the ball game. Beverly leads us with 12. It's pretty balanced all the way around. Outside right is Luckett for Christian Brothers. Luckett high to Rachel Lee. Now Luckett outside right, a bomb for 3, good. We've seen her hit 2 of those horse shots today. Luckett off the bench with 8. Big sophomore out of Memphis, Angie Davis, is coming back to our lineup. Wolves by 28 with 5:42 to play. Men's tip looking at about 4:10 this afternoon, as would be our best guess on that. Harris toward the foul line, out left wing. Beverly behind her to Aisha Harris. Aisha with the basketball, change direction, a drive, a charge, she's gone. The defender was in the circle, but apparently that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter in Gulf South basketball. Aisha just fouled out of the ball game, and Nicole Facek will check in for her. Lee Scott thought she was in the circle. Well, you can't guarantee that, but what the heck. So Aisha Harris just fouled out of the ball game. Leaves with a double-figure scoring night. She had 10, a rebound, and an assist on the afternoon. Nicole Facek is back out there in her stead, 5:15 to play. If the CBU player was not in the circle, it was a good call, because she stood there and waited on her. Out top with it, Rigel penetrates, floats it just inside the line. Brianna Rigel with a basket. That is her 17th point of the ball game. 69-43. This one's been, for all intent and purposes, over for a while. Offensive end, here come the Wolves. Outside right, Alex Williams. Alex out middle of the floor, goes with the right hand, hands behind, through the circle. Now out top is Brianna Singleton to the left wing, Facek. Nicole penetrates with 4 on the shot clock, got fouled, and will get a 1-and-1. Kristen Jones tells us the personal foul is whistled on April Bonner, her 2nd. This is the last of the 1-and-1s. It'll be double bonus next time. 19th foul. And Nicole Facek, the senior out of Alexander High School. Airballed it. That was a 12-foot free throw for a kid who shot 88% at the line last year. She is grinning like a possum out there, too. I was about to use the play on words on the mascot. She was a Cougar in high school, and I wasn't real sure where I was going with it. I'm kind of glad she missed that one. Now on a drive down the middle, CBU, a little floater up and no good by Erin Wilson. They get the rebound and score. I think that was Bonner's first field goal of the ball game. 69-45 with 4 minutes to play in the game. Outside left wing facing Nicole. Into the circle, and bounce pass is kick saved by Brianna Rigel, and there's under 4 timeout. We got 69-45 with 3:57 to play at a timeout on the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew. This is your timeout update.
You're back here on the Wolves Sports Network with Jamal Legree alongside Dylan Matthews, and the Wolves have not taken their foot off the gas. A couple of players have fouled out. Asha has fouled out. Asha Davis has fouled out. I think Angie Davis is done for the day. I saw her putting on her red warm-up. 69-45, everybody's getting a piece of the pie.
Oh, yeah.
Looks good, feels good here in the Coliseum as the Wolves are up big on the Bucks right now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate Aisha Harris fouled out. She had a really good game today, 10 points, 4 for 8 from the field, 2 for 2 on free throws. But she'll be a good player for us in the future. And the Wolves right now just kind of, not necessarily going through the motions, but, doing what they got to do to get through this game, maybe looking on to the next game. But overall, great performance today, balance on the offensive end, defensive end crashing, and able to create offense with their defense.
Yeah, I tell you what, Brianna Rigel we'll get back to Brianna Rigel on our next timeout update, but we're going to send it back to Mitch. You're listening to the Wolves Sports here on the Wolves Sports Network. The Wolves play here.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew. This is your timeout update.
3:57 to play in the ball game here. West Georgia with a 24-point lead. Here, baseball has now gone behind 5-2. We have walked 4 men at the top of the 8th inning. Ouch. Brianna Singleton outside left. It's Nicole Fasek, and we only have 1 base hit. Our backup catcher, Walker Borneman, has it. Now deep, Alex Williams, a running 3 out here, no good. CBU with the rebound. Wolves today have shot 25 out of 43. This half, 71%. And for the ball game, we have shot, for the game, 58% before that one. Singleton will get a foul at the other end. Brianna's first foul of the afternoon for the Sewanee. Keep wanting to say she's from Decula. Of course, those places are almost next door. But free throw by Rigel is good. Rigel, I've got 2 of 5 at the line today. That's right. 18th point of the afternoon for the Memphis senior. 69-46 and 69-47. Wolves with a 22-point lead and 3:32 to play in the ballgame. Walking down offensive end easily is Singleton. Brianna with a basketball. Outside left wing, Nicole Fasek. Now it's Singleton. Singleton, a couple of bounces to Fasek out in the middle. Goes to the left wing. Singleton will try to use a Davis screen, swing around it, kick back to Angie for a deep 3 that won't go. Rebound Alex Williams, and Alex is called for a foul. Foul on Alex is her first. Is that offense or a rebounding foul? They're going to call it offensive. I thought if you fouled on the rebound, they got free throws. It was a foul on the rebound, and they should get a 1-and-1. It's the 9th team foul. Are they going to say Alex got the rebound and then clear it out? That ain't what happened. Yeah, they're going to get free throws out of this.
Hey, are we sure that's a shooter?
Yeah, it was Rigel. She put her fanny in Alex, and Alex knocked her away. Rigel hit the free throw good. Rigel, it stunned a lot of folks. She's a good foul shooter. She missed both ends of that technical on Beverly earlier in the ball game. Rigel hit both free throws. 69-49, 3:04 to go in the basketball game, and the Wolves lead by 20. It's been much higher than that And we have gotten real sloppy the last 3-4 minutes. Hell ball on the left wing. And West Georgia will keep it. We still have but 7 turnovers on the game, and we're still shooting this half 63%, for goodness sakes. Off the inbound here is Singleton with it. Brianna feeds inside. Wide open. D. Hill missed a layup. Alex Williams the rebound and scores on the baseline. Alex knocked in a jumper. It's 71-49. Wolves by 22. Outside right, Christian Brothers. Aaron Wilson down left. Luckett will step out and launch and miss a 3, and we get the rebound with Brianna Singleton. 2:32 to go in the ball game. Brianna will walk offensive end. Patiently take it down top of the key to the left wing, facing Nicole to the foul line. Outside Singleton, a rainbow jumper, didn't get the shot. Rebounded Angie Davis. Feeds it in the lane, Singleton. Outside right, Williams a 3 for Alex. Line drive shot, no good. Luck at a backside rebound, and Dee Hill hacked her arm. And Dee just got her 4th foul. Don't think the outcome's in doubt right now, though, with 2:11 to go in the ball game, and the Wolves leading 71-49. Double bonus for Luckett at the other end. Look around the league a little bit. Shorter leading Huntsville 28-23 late in the first half, and Luckett hit the free throw. Here, Union is up 7 on West Alabama late in the first half. Second free throw is good by Madison Luckett. Luckett's now in double figures for Christian Brothers. That's her 10th point. 71-51. To the attack, Wolves way outside left, Nicole facing. Nicole, top of the key, on a drive, got inside, fumbled it away. Can we save it? No, it's going to be a hell ball. Go to CBU on the alternating possession. $1:53 to go in the ball game, and we're going to get Ashley Prather off the bench and into the lineup. Ashley hadn't played very much today at all. Minute or two in the first half's it. 1:45 to go. Now in the lane, CBU with the left hand driving. Bonner laid it in. Bonner with 4 at 71-53. This game wasn't nearly as close as this final score may indicate. Way out left, Prather with the ball. Ashley, we've gotten kind of goofy with it in the last little bit. And CBU has shot well the last little bit. They're shooting this half 52%. Out in the middle with it after a slow start. Here is a drive by Singleton, and she got hacked. And Brianna will get a double bonus, 2 free throws. Rigel, who got in. Rigel got 3 fouls on about a 6-minute stretch in the first half of the game in Memphis. And when we didn't bury them at that time, you knew that would be an ominous sign. Free throw by Singleton's no good. Brianna
checks in, replacing Brianna Rigel.
And Rigel will come out. Banks is back in the lineup for CBU. And we'll get Singleton's second free throw attempt. Leading by 18 with 77 seconds to go in the game. And hit that one. Brianna Singleton's got 6 on the afternoon. And the Wolves lead 72-53. Christian Brothers Banks outside right. A drive toward the basket by Wilson. Cut off. Wilson in the corner will hold. Outside, away to the top to Bissett. Now it's Banks with it on the left side. Banks, Bissett up top. Now Wilson out right wing with 10 to shoot. Bissett, top of the key. Give it back to Wilson. Wants to drive, got inside, no man's land. Luckett fumbled it and then shot a line drive jumper, missed. Followed, missed. Wolves with it now. Prather had her outlet pass knocked out of bounds with 19 to go. 44 seconds to play in a 19-point ball game. Baseball down 5-2 in the bottom of the 8th across the street, by the way. 19-point advantage. And West Florida's up 9 on Mississippi College. We'll get you a UNA score here as we dribble it out on the left. UNA's up 15 on Lee in their ball game. Late on the left side, Prather attacking inside. Got fouled on the way to the basket. Ashley will get 2. Foul is whistled on, is that Bonner? I didn't see the number when they Either Bonner or Luckett.
Christian Brothers foul call on Madison.
It's Luckett. Third foul on Luckett. 2 free throws for Prather. Senior out of Lakeville, Minnesota. Shot the first one short. Ashley will get another. 72-53 with 20 seconds left in the ball game. Ashley hits the second free throw. 73-53. We're going to have single-digit turnovers today. We had 8. CBU had 12. We had 15 assists in this ball game today, too. 73-53. They bomb a 3. Banks airballed it. We can dribble it out now with 6 seconds left. Oh, they're going to say CBU's ball that we deflected, got a piece of that. We didn't. But it doesn't matter at this stage of the ball game. Wilson will trigger for Christian Brothers on the baseline with 6 seconds left. Comes into the corner, Bissett with it. Will drive it inside, and we fouled her, and she scored. They didn't call the foul. Michaela Bissett's 8th point of the game, and the game is over. The Wolves win 73-55 on the afternoon. An 18-point victory for Scott Groninger and company, and that'll wrap it up for right now. I don't know why the referee, Ron Swafford, brought me the basketball. Anyway, the game is over. We got men's action coming up, tip at about 4:10 today. You're listening to the West Georgia Wolves Sports Network.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew, and this is your post-game report.
You're here on the Wolf Sports Network with the Wolf Sports. I am Jamal Legree alongside Dylan Matthews, and we're here to give you your post-game show. The Wolves win 73-55, the final score. I think all of our Wolves scored the ball today, yes, with Ashley Prather hitting a pair of free throws there at the end of the game. What do you think about that win, Dylan?
Just a great win by the West Georgia Wolves. Like, everybody thought they were going to come out and win pretty easily here, and that's exactly what they did. Got a little complacent towards the end, but that's to be expected with the margin of victory that they had. Just a great balance of scoring attack. Taylor Beverly led all scorers with 12 points, 6 of 11 from the field. Mary Lemon Yee really got the game started with her 3-point shooting, and after that it was just a snowball effect. Defense was great. Even though Rigel had 21 points, 8 for 17, she was really the only bright spot for Christian Brothers today. So, yeah, just a great win by West Georgia.
The second half there, Christian Brothers came out shooting lights out, but that was pretty much led by Brianna's charge. And she is their best player, so you did expect for her to come out and let West Georgia know that, they weren't just going to roll over or lay down. So, much respect to that club, and that's a great basketball team, a great school. So, pretty sure we'll see them again eventually. 73-55 once again is the final score. Here's some stats for you. West Georgia shot 53% from the field. I think they shot above 60% in the second half. They came out red hot. Christian Brothers shot 39% from the field. We shot above 40% from three-point land, and I have not seen that in a couple games actually for the women here. They hit 7 of their 17 three-pointers. 83% from the free throw line, which is always a plus.
Right.
And Christian Brothers only shot 63%. You would like to see that improve, but, hey, they'll get better with that. They'll get better with time. There were no lead changes in this game, no ties. West Georgia led for majority of the game. It was pretty easy for the Wolves. The next game coming up, they'll be playing, let's see here, as the men right now are warming up on the court. This would be a great matchup for the men. We look a little undersized for this Christian Brothers team. They have quite a bit in length here on the court, I can tell. Here's a baseball update for you. We still trail 5-2 to Montevello. We walked 4 hitters, I think. We walked 4 men in the top of the 8th, I think. And that wasn't really, or the bottom of the 8th, which isn't really good for us. So, we'll see if they can dig themselves out of that hole.
Yeah, back to the girls' game real quick. I think this was, just a great win. It's going to give them some momentum going towards the future for the tournament. And I had a thought. I don't remember what I was going to say. Well, Jamal, I lost my train of thought.
Well, the Wolves basketball, yes, we will be taking on Montevello here on Sunday, looks like. I think that's that's baseball. I'm sorry. Yes, women will be back in action in the Coliseum on the 12th against Shorter. That should be a good matchup because Shorter does have a really good women's team and men's team, and they're neck and neck with us for the GSC for the lead. So that's going to be a great game. A lot of hype around that game on the 12th. Make sure you be here so you can check that out. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Wolf Sports. Make sure you do that. Shout us out. Like our page, like our post, mention us, comment, tweet. Do whatever you have to do. Share all UWG sports. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Wolf Sports. 73-55 is the final score. Men's tip-off at about 4:10. Stay tuned. You listen to The Wolf Sports here on the Wolf Sports Network. The Wolves play here.
You're here at UWG Sports with the Wolf Sports crew, and this is your post-game report.